Hello, this is Susan Joy Schlief. I wanted to make some quick follow-up videos about National Scrabble Day and creating your own GIF or video. This is to follow up on some of the details from my show on April 7th. And I wanted to show you how I created these little Scrabble tiles for the letters in my promo video. But these tile images are from a free website, vecteasy.com. They are not public domain images, so you do have to give attribution, which is why I have this listed here. They suggested just putting it on the last slide of your video. This part of the image, the little letter tray, that is a public domain image that I downloaded from pixabay.com, so you can look for that one as well. I think I just searched on Scrabble. But the letters themselves came from, and I'm going to show how you could animate those letters if you wanted. They came in one image that has all the letters like this. And you can see at the bottom here, designed by vecteasy. So what I had to do was then crop these into individual letters. Now, one of the things to warn you about, vecteasy is a site that has mostly vector images. And those require some conversion before you can bring them into PowerPoint. So I happened to find this particular one that had a JPEG version, and then I could skip that conversion step. So you can take a look yourself and see what you find and what you want to work with. Some programs will work with vector images. PowerPoint does, but you need to do a little bit of conversion, and I just didn't want to take the time to do that. So let me come out of slideshow mode and show you how I cropped these. So you can organize this any way that you want, but for me it worked easiest to take a column like this. And so I'll start with clicking on the image, going to Format, Crop, and first I cropped out a column. Then the next step I did was to make 4 copies of this. And this is just an easy way for me to keep track of it. You don't have to do it this way. But this way I can go to this column and crop out the A. And by doing them, making all the copies ahead of time, then I don't have to go back and, recopy the whole image and crop it again. And then on this one, I would crop out the H. Like that, and then the O and the V. Now, the next thing that we have to do with these, though, let me put a background on here so I can show you this, because these are not transparent PNG images, they're JPEG images. So that means they do have a background. So we need to get rid of this white part around the letters, and fortunately it's pretty easy to do. We go to Format, after you click on the image, Format, Remove Background, and then you want to just make sure that the entire image that you want to keep is showing up inside of the square here. Once you've got that all fine, then you just click Keep Changes, and now you can see there's no extra white around that tile. And we can do the same thing with this one. Click Keep Changes, and now that one's good too. So that's the process you have to go through for every letter on this, if you're going to use every letter. Now, what I've been doing as I've been working on this over the course of several days is, as I get each one cropped out, I copied it to a final slide here at the end where I know these have all been cropped and had their backgrounds removed. So this way, if I do want to make a video, like I did another one this morning, not a video, but an image where I put some of the letters on there, and I knew which ones I already had done. There were 2 more that I needed that I hadn't done, so I went and cropped those out. So I've kind of just been doing them as I need them. I don't know that I'm ever going to use the X, but if I do, it's here and I can come back to it at some point in the future. So these are all the ones I have cropped. And you can do it the same way, just keep this file available, and then when you need the letter, crop it out, or you can do the ones that you think you're going to need. But again, then from this point, you just copy each of those letters and copy it over to whatever slide you're going to put it on. Add animation if you want. And if you're going to resize them, here's one more tip I can show you. Let me add another blank slide here at the end. If you're going to use several letters, like let's take, we'll spell out create. And I'll show you we need 2 E's. I'll show you the easy way to do that. So I'm going to do Control C to copy all of those, and Control P to paste them on here. And let me change that layout so we get rid of that prompt for the title. What I would do, actually I probably would have done it while I still had them all highlighted, is shrink them all while they're all together, and then they're going to be closer to the same size. That's too little. So if you wanted them smaller, that would be an easy way to resize them, is to do them all at the same time so they stay closer to the same size. And then, you can just use the guides in PowerPoint to help you position them correctly. Because of the way I cropped them, actually, some of them have more open space around them. And so when PowerPoint tries to align them, it's looking at this outer square as being the whole image. So it might have been better for me to do that where I cropped them closer to the tile image so that they would all be the same size then. So I learned a lesson for next time. Now here's the quick, easy way to get another E over here. On a PC, hold down the Control key, and then click and drag, and it creates another copy of that and ends up exactly where you want it. You have to let go of the mouse button first and then let go of the Control key. Otherwise, you will lose the copy. All right, I hope that's helpful to you. If you have any questions about this way of working with a text image or a picture of text and cropping it into individual letters, please leave a comment and I will get back to you.